The tension was palpable as Sonny Corleone stormed out of the house, his fury ignited by the news of his sister's abuse. The camera captured James Caan's explosive energy as Sonny, fists clenched, ready for a fight, a scene from The Godfather that remains etched in cinematic history. It wasn't just acting, it was a raw, visceral performance that felt more like an eruption than a portrayal. Off-screen, Caan would later admit that channeling Sonny's rage wasn't easy, but it was undeniably a reflection of his own fiery personality, a personality that would become both his greatest strength and his greatest curse. James Caan's life was a study in contrasts. On screen, he was a powerhouse embodying larger-than-life characters with a ferocity and charisma few could match. Off-screen, his life mirrored a tragic Hollywood tale, dazzling highs shadowed by personal and professional lows. He was Sonny Corleone, the volatile mobster, but he was also a man who wrestled with demons, substance abuse, financial woes, and the heartbreak of losing his sister. This dichotomy between his on-screen legacy and off-screen struggles is what makes Caan's story so compelling. How could someone who exuded such control and confidence in his performances lose so much of it in his personal life? And how did the peaks and valleys of his career and life shape the way he is remembered today? These questions form the heart of James Caan's legacy, a legacy defined by brilliance, resilience, and tragedy. It is a story not only of the man behind the roles, but of the roles that came to define the man. James Edmund Caan was born on March 26, 1940, in the Bronx, New York, to Sophie and Arthur Caan, German Jewish immigrants who had built a modest life in America. His father, a butcher and meat dealer, worked tirelessly to provide for the family, instilling in James a deep understanding of hard work, though the rebellious young boy often sought excitement far beyond the confines of his family's expectations. Growing up in the Bronx, Caan was surrounded by a world that demanded toughness. He found solace and self-expression in boxing, a sport that earned him the nickname Killer Caan among his peers. The moniker wasn't just for show. Caan had a knack for channeling his frustration and youthful energy into physicality, a skill that would later define his screen presence. From neighborhood fights to his flair for troublemaking, James quickly earned a reputation as a streetwise scrapper with an indomitable spirit. These early years laid the groundwork for the larger-than-life personas he would bring to the silver screen. Despite his rebellious nature, Caan's intelligence and charisma stood out. At just 16, he enrolled at Michigan State University, initially pursuing football. However, his love for the sport was unrequited. He didn't make the team, a crushing blow for the competitive teen. Frustrated but undeterred, he transferred to Hofstra University in New York. It was here, amidst the suburban campus, that James Caan's life took an unexpected turn. James Caan's path to stardom was anything but straightforward. After completing his training at the neighborhood playhouse, he dove headfirst into the world of acting, landing minor roles in off-Broadway productions and television. His talent was undeniable, but the industry was tough, and success came in small doses. Appearances in shows like The Untouchables and Dr. Kildare hinted at his potential, but Caan struggled to find his breakthrough role. For much of the 1960s, he was a promising actor waiting for the right opportunity. That opportunity finally came in 1971 with Brian's Song, a made-for-television movie that showcased Caan's range and emotional depth. In the film, he played Brian Piccolo, a real-life football player whose battle with cancer forms the emotional core of the story. Caan's performance was deeply moving, earning him an Emmy nomination and cementing his place as a talent to watch. The success of Brian's Song marked a turning point, giving Caan his first taste of widespread acclaim and proving he was capable of more than just tough guy roles. While Brian's Song brought Caan critical recognition, it was his reunion with Francis Ford Coppola that changed the trajectory of his career. In 1972, Coppola cast him in The Godfather, a project that would become one of the most iconic films in cinematic history. Originally, Caan was considered for the role of Michael Corleone, but both he and Coppola recognized that Al Pacino was a better fit for the part. Instead, Caan was drawn to the role of Sonny Corleone, the hot-headed and fiercely loyal eldest son of the Corleone family. However, there was a significant obstacle. The studio had already cast another actor in the role. Caan was determined to secure the part. With Coppola's support, he lobbied relentlessly, and eventually, the studio relented, replacing the original actor with Caan. The decision proved to be a masterstroke. Caan threw himself into the role, channeling his own Bronx-bred toughness and fiery temperament to bring Sonny to life. Yet, the process wasn't without its challenges. Caan later admitted that he struggled to tap into the anger required for Sonny's explosive personality. To prepare, he modeled parts of the character after comedian Don Rickles and even sought inspiration from real-life mobsters, including Carmine Persico of the Colombo crime family. When The Godfather premiered, Caan's portrayal of Sonny Corleone was electrifying. His performance in the toll booth ambush scene, in particular, became one of the film's most memorable moments, a masterclass in combining vulnerability and rage. The role catapulted him to stardom, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. However, the success came at a cost. Sonny's larger-than-life persona and Caan's natural intensity led to him being typecast in tough guy roles. Studios were eager to capitalize on his fiery energy, offering him parts in action-driven films that limited his range as an actor. Despite the newfound fame, Caan was keenly aware of the limitations that came with his image. While The Godfather made him a star, it also became a defining and confining moment in his career. He was grateful for the opportunities it brought, but yearned to explore more complex and varied characters. The ambitious young actor who once struggled to break into the industry was now wrestling with the weight of his own success. James Caan's rise to stardom exemplifies the double-edged sword of fame. It brought him recognition, respect, and a place in Hollywood history, but it also boxed him into a persona that he would spend the rest of his career trying to break free from. His journey during this period highlights the relentless ambition that drove him and the personal and professional challenges that came with his ascent. James Caan's rapid ascent to fame brought both blessings and burdens. The success of The Godfather and his dynamic portrayal of Sonny Corleone should have opened a wide array of opportunities, but instead, it pigeonholed him into a specific type of role. Studios saw him as the quintessential tough guy, and offers poured in for action-heavy or hyper-masculine parts. While Caan excelled in these roles, he yearned for more challenging material that could showcase his versatility. This frustration with typecasting became a recurring theme in his career, as he expressed in interviews that he was often seen as Mr. Tough Guy or Mr. Hero, roles he found increasingly uninspiring. The lack of diverse opportunities led to some pivotal and regrettable decisions. Caan turned down roles in several iconic films, including One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Kramer vs. Kramer, and Apocalypse Now. At the time, he dismissed these projects as unlikely to succeed or unappealing, but they went on to define the careers of other actors like Jack Nicholson and Dustin Hoffman. Reflecting on these missed opportunities later in life, Caan admitted that his choices were sometimes fueled by hubris, frustration, or the haze of his personal struggles. Off-screen, Caan's life was unraveling. His first marriage to DJ Mathis ended in 1966, and his subsequent marriages were marred by similar patterns of turmoil. His second marriage to Sheila Ryan, with whom he had a son, Scott Caan, was short-lived, collapsing under the strain of his erratic lifestyle. His substance abuse problems compounded these challenges, as Caan turned to drugs as a coping mechanism for his professional frustrations and personal losses. One of the most devastating blows came in 1981 when his beloved sister Barbara passed away from leukemia. Barbara had been not only his sister, but also his confidant and the manager of his production company. Her death left Caan emotionally adrift, unable to process the loss in a healthy way. Instead, he spiraled deeper into self-destructive habits, leaning heavily on cocaine and a lifestyle of excess. In an attempt to escape his grief, he moved into the Playboy Mansion, a place synonymous with hedonism. While the mansion provided a temporary distraction, it did little to address the deeper issues he was grappling with. Financial troubles soon followed. Caan's substance abuse and lack of focus made him vulnerable to exploitation. His accountant embezzled much of his wealth, leaving him nearly penniless. Caan later admitted that during this period, He was so consumed by addiction and personal chaos that he failed to notice the red flags. He owed substantial sums to the IRS, lost his home, and found himself taking roles in subpar films simply to stay afloat. The combination of typecasting, missed opportunities, personal loss, and addiction created an identity crisis for Caan. The man who once exuded confidence and control on screen was now struggling to find a foothold in his own life. His move to the Playboy Mansion, though emblematic of his rebellion against conventional norms, underscored his sense of displacement and yearning for something more. This period of turmoil highlighted the fragility of fame and the human cost of living in the spotlight. For James Caan, the line between his larger-than-life roles and his real-life persona became increasingly blurred, leaving him to wrestle with questions of identity, purpose, and the toll of his choices. His journey during this time was a cautionary tale of how loss and self-destruction can overshadow even the brightest of careers. The mid-1980s marked a turning point in James Caan's life. After years of personal turmoil, substance abuse, and professional stagnation, he made the difficult decision to step away from Hollywood. His hiatus was not only a retreat from acting, but also an attempt to regain a sense of stability and purpose. During this time, Caan found solace in an unexpected place, coaching youth baseball. For 6 years, he devoted himself to mentoring young players, including his son. This experience offered him a reprieve from the chaos of Hollywood and allowed him to channel his energy into something constructive. Coaching, as he later reflected, gave him a sense of purpose and clarity that had been missing during his years of excess. While he found peace on the baseball field, Caan's passion for acting never fully waned. By the late 1980s, he was ready to re-enter the industry. However, his reputation as a volatile and unreliable actor preceded him, making his return anything but easy. It was during this challenging period that the support of old friends proved invaluable. Francis Ford Coppola, who had helped launch Caan's career with The Godfather, cast him in the 1987 war drama Gardens of Stone. While the film didn't achieve significant commercial success, it signaled that Hollywood hadn't forgotten Caan's talent. More importantly, it reignited his confidence in his abilities as an actor. The true breakthrough in Caan's comeback came in 1990, when director Rob Reiner cast him in the psychological thriller Misery, based on Stephen King's novel. Caan played Paul Sheldon, a novelist held captive by a deranged fan, portrayed by Kathy Bates. The role was a stark departure from his typical tough guy characters, requiring him to portray vulnerability and fear. Initially, Caan was hesitant about the part. He found the idea of spending most of the film bedridden unappealing. However, Reiner believed in Caan's ability to bring depth to the character and convinced the studio to take a chance on him. Caan's performance in Misery was a revelation. He brought a nuanced intensity to the role, capturing the desperation and determination of a man fighting for his life. The film was both a critical and commercial success, earning Bates an Academy Award for Best Actress and re-establishing Caan as a formidable actor. It was a triumphant return that reminded audiences of his range and talent. Following Misery, Caan continued to rebuild his career with a mix of notable films throughout the 1990s. He appeared in Honeymoon in Vegas, 1992, a comedy that allowed him to showcase his lighter side, and had memorable roles in films like Bottle Rocket, 1996, and The Program, 1993. These projects demonstrated that Caan was more than just a tough guy. He was an actor capable of depth, humor, and vulnerability. Caan often credited his successful return to the unwavering support of his friends in the industry. Rob Reiner, Francis Ford Coppola, and others recognized his talent and fought to give him opportunities despite his troubled past. Their belief in him served as a reminder of his worth, inspiring him to stay focused on his craft and maintain his sobriety. This period of redemption and resilience marked a profound shift in Caan's life. It was not just a professional comeback, but a personal one as well. He emerged from his hiatus with a renewed sense of purpose and a determination to leave behind the chaos of his earlier years. His story during this time is a testament to the power of recovery, the importance of friendship, and the enduring strength of perseverance. Caan's journey back to Hollywood was not easy, but it was a reminder that even in the face of immense challenges, redemption is always possible. As James Caan entered the later stages of his career, he faced the inevitable challenges of aging in Hollywood. The industry, once captivated by his intensity and rugged charisma, had shifted its focus to a younger generation of stars and the growing dominance of blockbuster franchises. For Caan, finding meaningful roles became increasingly difficult, a frustration he openly expressed in interviews. While he continued to work steadily, he often lamented the lack of substantive scripts and the industry's growing prioritization of profit over artistry. Caan's discontent with Hollywood's changing landscape was rooted in his passion for acting. He longed for complex characters and meaningful stories that allowed him to explore the depth of his craft. However, the roles he was offered in his later years often felt beneath his talents. In some cases, he accepted them out of financial necessity, particularly after his divorce from his fourth wife, Linda Stokes, in 2016, left him grappling with mounting expenses. He even referenced low-budget films like Sicilian Vampire as examples of projects he regretted taking, fearing they would tarnish the reputation he had spent decades building. Beyond professional struggles, Caan's political views added another layer of complexity to his relationship with the industry. A vocal conservative, Caan openly supported Donald Trump and criticized the Democratic leadership of President Barack Obama. In an industry often associated with liberal ideals, his outspoken stance made him a polarizing figure. While he was unafraid to speak his mind, his views may have alienated some colleagues and impacted his opportunities. Nevertheless, Caan remained unapologetic, emphasizing that he valued authenticity over appeasing others. Despite the challenges, Caan retained his passion for his craft and his personal pursuits. One of his lifelong passions was martial arts, which he practiced diligently for nearly 3 decades. A master in karate, Caan credited the discipline with helping him navigate difficult times, both physically and emotionally. Martial arts provided him with a sense of focus and resilience that complemented his acting career, allowing him to maintain his health and mental clarity even as he battled age-related ailments. In his later years, Caan's health became a pressing concern. He suffered from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and congestive heart failure, conditions that gradually took a toll on his vitality. Despite these challenges, Caan's drive to act never waned. He continued to seek out roles that would allow him to leave a lasting impact on the industry he loved. In a 2021 interview, Caan compared himself to Henry Fonda, expressing a desire to deliver one final great performance before his time was up. His determination to keep working, even in the face of physical limitations, was a testament to his unwavering commitment to his craft. Caan's later years were defined by a complex mix of frustration, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of fulfillment. While the industry's evolving dynamics and his personal circumstances presented significant hurdles, he remained steadfast in his desire to contribute meaningfully to the art of filmmaking. His enduring legacy is not only one of cinematic brilliance, but also of a man who fought to stay relevant and true to himself, even when the odds were against him. In the end, James Caan's life and career reflected the universal human struggle to balance ambition with reality, to find purpose amidst change, and to leave behind a legacy that resonates long after the final curtain falls. James Caan passed away on July 6, 2022, at the age of 82. The official cause of death was revealed to be a heart attack, compounded by chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and congestive heart failure. These ailments had long plagued the actor in his later years, gradually diminishing the vitality that had once defined him. Yet, even as his health declined, Caan remained committed to his craft, voicing a desire to create one last memorable role. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy was far from over. Following the news of his passing, tributes poured in from across Hollywood. Francis Ford Coppola, who had played a pivotal role in shaping Caan's career, described him as one of the most talented and unique actors of his generation. Al Pacino, his co-star in The Godfather, recalled their close friendship and marveled at Caan's ability to bring depth and intensity to every role. Kathy Bates, who starred opposite him in Misery, referred to him as a legend and a gentleman, expressing gratitude for the humor and professionalism he brought to their collaboration. These heartfelt tributes underscored not only Caan's immense talent, but also the personal connections he forged throughout his career. At the heart of Caan's legacy is his unforgettable portrayal of Sonny Corleone in The Godfather. Decades after its release, Sonny remains one of the most iconic characters in film history, a testament to Caan's ability to embody a role with raw emotion and authenticity. From Sonny's explosive temper to his fierce loyalty to family, Caan crafted a character that resonated deeply with audiences and set a standard for complex, larger-than-life personas in cinema. The infamous toll booth ambush scene, in particular, has become a defining moment in film, immortalizing Caan's work in the pantheon of great performances. Beyond The Godfather, Caan's body of work showcased a range of talent that extended far beyond the tough guy archetype. His roles in Brian's Song, Misery, and Bottle Rocket demonstrated his versatility, while his later films reflected a mature, reflective approach to his craft. Even in projects that failed to achieve critical or commercial success, Caan's commitment to his roles remained unwavering, a reflection of his deep respect for the art of acting. Caan's passing also sparked reflection on the contrasts that defined his life. On one hand, he was a Hollywood star who achieved fame and fortune, delivering performances that left an indelible mark on the industry. On the other hand, he was a man who wrestled with personal demons, enduring struggles with substance abuse, financial instability, and health issues. These dualities, success and struggle, triumph and tragedy, were central to his story, making his journey all the more compelling and human. In the years since his passing, James Caan's legacy continues to endure. Younger generations discover his work, particularly his iconic turn as Sonny Corleone, reaffirming his place in cinematic history. His life, though marked by challenges, is a testament to the enduring power of art to transcend personal struggles and leave a lasting impact. James Caan's story is a reminder of the fragility of life, the complexities of success, and the redemptive power of resilience. As Hollywood and fans around the world celebrate his contributions, his life serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale, underscoring the humanity behind the legend. James Caan's life, both on and off the screen, was a study in contrasts. In the introduction, we asked how the highs and lows of his journey shaped his legacy. The answer lies in his ability to rise above personal struggles, professional setbacks, and the relentless scrutiny of fame to leave an indelible mark on Hollywood. His life was a testament to resilience despite tragedy, a narrative of a man who continually fought to redefine himself. Caan's career was filled with triumphs that would make any actor proud, iconic roles, critical acclaim, and a legacy that continues to inspire. Yet, behind the camera, he faced personal battles, addiction, loss, financial mismanagement, and health issues that threatened to overshadow his achievements. What makes his story truly remarkable is his refusal to let those struggles define him. Even in moments of despair, Caan found ways to rebuild, whether through coaching youth baseball, practicing martial arts, or returning to the craft he loved with renewed vigor. Caan's life offers a nuanced perspective on fame, revealing both its intoxicating allure and its heavy cost. While his performances showcased his talent and charisma, his personal journey highlighted the human vulnerabilities behind the larger-than-life characters he portrayed. In many ways, his story is a reflection of the universal human condition, a quest for meaning, redemption, and fulfillment amidst life's challenges. One of Caan's most reflective quotes captures the essence of his journey. "The most important thing is you learn how to win, and you learn how to lose, and you never stop fighting." This sentiment, spoken by a man who experienced both incredible success and profound loss, encapsulates his approach to life. Caan never stopped fighting, whether it was for the roles he believed in, the people he loved, or the second chances he sought. In the end, James Caan's life was a blend of tragedy and triumph, of mistakes made and lessons learned. His legacy is one of perseverance, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to create something meaningful and lasting. As we remember him, it's not just the iconic roles or the tabloid headlines that stand out. It's the complexity of the man behind the performances, a man whose passion for his craft and resilience in life made him unforgettable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of James Caan, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite James Caan role, or what part of his journey resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more captivating stories about Hollywood legends, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for supporting the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.